Good afternoon. See, we are migrating one more area where we need to concentrate instead of doing presentations on clinical trial and the clinical trial component. But ultimately, somehow you can understand from your open sources as well as other books or other PPTs, whatever it is available. It is available. There only is. But the only thing is, so here it covers both way. The data which we are receiving from kind of a clinical trial, but only drawback is we unable to see what is the pattern of clinical trial. I will show one slide the clinical trial later, but what is the technique behind this? Why we need to concentrate to this one? So this is another scenario of data which is really serious issue where we have using kind of a data mining concept, especially two concepts. We arrived at interesting conclusion. So look at the data itself, we can find some kind of a conclusions while we are applying kind of the machine learning or kind of in machine learning itself we have different technique, supervised or unsupervised. So my part consists of both unsupervised as well as supervised. So this is kind of a regression basis, decision tree model. And how we arrive there, proper conclusion with the existing one. You can't imagine that these huge differences of prediction able to result in a proper way. So I didn't expect that kind of a prediction will predicted the proper results or not. So with this, we submitted our student thesis, and we are again doing kind of a lot of things to be uncovered. There are very limited. You can't imagine the data set which I am having here. This is about nearly 7 lakhs patients record over a period of 1972 to 2012. This data arrived from the surveillance epidemiology end results, which is a part of NIH, which is in US. So they have a clinic registry. So the reason why I have selected that thing is I need to handle large amount of data. So even if you look at varieties of cancer type, it is related to more than 20 lakhs data. So feature selection is itself very challenging. So feature selection or doing kind of algorithm, it's related to your field, I agree. But the statistical concept which we arrived, we compared both classical statistics as well as the high-tech concept. Not high-tech, which is opt for this kind of data. Even we arrived limited portion, only 5% or I can assume 10%. That is why there are 80% or more than 80% we need to achieve in a better way, in a proper analysis of things. This is related to breast cancer survival prediction using decision tree. It is a concept of data mining. So this, it is related to data mining definition. We know something about data mining is the process to discover the interesting knowledge from a large amount of data. So data mining itself, it's a kind of a misnomer. Will you agree or not? So data mining in the sense we are not mining data. That means mining knowledge. Misnomer, like we used to call buttermilk, classical. After removing butter, still we are calling buttermilk. Right? The same way. Data mining, you are not mining data, you are mining knowledge which is hidden or uncovered information. So this is a simple definition about data mining. And the goal of data mining is related to these fields, but we concentrated only the first two aspects. One is classification and prediction, another is clustering. The classification prediction comes under supervised learning, whereas when the clustering is unsupervised learning. Am I correct or not? Yeah. I need to verify. I am not a master like you people. I am not an efficient master. I am not an efficient master as like you. So I need to verify with my threshold. So the outlier detection, association rules, sequence analysis is the other component which we are unable to cover because we have very limited time as well as very limited knowledge on this one. So if we have wide knowledge, we can enlarge our analysis pattern, especially where we are lacking. So one of the interesting thing is, I have kind of a lacking in some of the concepts. So if I am presenting in presence of you, so that I will get some idea from your knowledge. So maybe we can have a joint hands for developing this kind of, using the data for further future prediction or something else. Much better than. These are the process. We know this is kind of a business understanding, data preparation, modeling evaluation and deployment. So the data we have seen this is, and this is also we have seen data and information. And yeah, so I need to skip these things. Yeah, this is the process. This is the process data, kind of a selection, processing and interpretations. Here the circle is the pattern. So data mining, kind of a pattern or model. This area only we concentrated. And so it can be applicable, these are the area. But my interest is, instead of that one, I need to concentrate much on healthcare industries. The data mining can be applicable in healthcare sector also. If you look at the healthcare sector's data mining application is very, very limited. I don't know why, what is the reason. So if you are concentrating that concept applicable in healthcare data, so there are interesting findings. So these are the tasks of data mining. So descriptive data mining, the class or concept descriptions, frequent pattern, mining association, mining correlation and mining clusters. So cluster is always in terms of unsupervised learning. The classification and prediction is one of the major, and we are concentrating this aspect, and we concentrated only on classification and prediction aspect. So data mining and machine learning is interrelated, and which is the concept is giving a ideal situation of prediction pattern, which we cannot imagine that kind of prediction can able to give or able to arrive based on the things which we arrived. So this is kind of a structure, the pattern, the path we arrived based on the technique according to the path. So suppose a patient enter into the hospital with the symptom of breast cancer, we can say whether the patient is the survival rate of the patient at the end of treatment or not. So that means I can able to predict according to the age, according to the severity of the symptoms and other related information. In such a way, we can predict well in advance the survival rate. So which is the crucial age of, according to this data, it is not generalized for all other, but it is unanimously, it is the trend is following same scenario for irrespective of all regions. That is only one interesting finding here. So this is machine learning. So this is related to data-driven unsupervised concept, and this is related to task-driven related to supervised. We concentrated both with the limited sources, but we unable to cover lot of informations. Yeah. So these are the types of machine learning available under the supervised learning, classification and regression. In fact, we concentrated these two aspects, and unsupervised learning, we concentrated only the clustering. So dimensional reductions we are able to do because some kind of issue is there. Like, so cancer, you know about the cancer, what are the treatment procedures for cancer? Maybe chemotherapy and radiotherapy and surgery also. So these are the way we can prevent cancer. And doing kind of a surgery, maybe the patient simultaneously gone through with chemotherapy as well as radiotherapy. Some of the patients may receive both. So what are the risks when we are having? So for chemotherapy, for 7 lakhs patient, we identified nearly 1 lakh type of chemotherapy patterns. So we are able to interlink with each other. So suppose for 7 lakh, I can say previously, so look at the previous one, for TB treatment, I can have a classification of 2. Only for new TB, I can give this kind of treatment. Only for already treated cases, I can give the treatment pattern this. Whereas I am unable to find out the treatment pattern such a way in cancer. So for 7 lakhs cases, I found nearly more than 1 lakh type of chemotherapy pattern. So that means there is no standard type of chemotherapy also. It may vary according to the patients. We need some oncology as well as the efficient persons on especially defining the chemotherapy pattern for the particular group, so that the literature will be collected from 1972 onwards. So it takes a lot of time. That is the reason we are unable to concentrate the administrative reductions. We did in some other way, and we concentrated with the clustering. The clustering also, it is not done on our own according to the strategy which is available in the existing procedure based on the literature review. It is not, everything is not my own. Everything is based on the previous knowledge as well as the literature review. We did this concept. So maybe the reinforcement is another learning which is available. So these are the three ways we can have the types of learning concept. And we concentrated only on healthcare. It is not, it can be applicable for other area of interest. And the objective is to compare survival prediction with breast cancer patients for both male and female. So access the data, I came to know that I can assess it is possible to have the breast cancer for male also. But one suggestion came from the presentation which I did in Annamalai University recently. He insisted to know the male, if you are saying male, is actually male or transgender. So that way I don't have any more information, but the data clearly says that these patients which they have a breast cancer diseases classified under male is male only. So he insisted to look at the data back again. Is there any possibilities of transgender also? So previously the transgender will be classified maybe male or female. Is there any? There is no such a literature is available according to the material provided by the SEER sources. And the decision tree algorithm using age classification. Age is one of the important thing, and moreover age is the time dependent factors. When time progresses, age also progresses. Whereas gender, time independent. So even time progresses, there won't be any changes. There are certain factors related to time factors. So that aspect, according to the previous knowledge as well as previous literature review, we chosen age as one of the time independent factor, and also it is a important tool. It's a really deciding factor on identifying survival time. So general scenario of trend, this is published in latest report. So the cancer is leading cause of death worldwide, 8.2 million deaths in 2012. Out of estimated 14.1 million new cancer cases occurred. This is a report says. And the major type of cancer is related to lung as well as female breast cancer is the leading one. So other cases, maybe when compared to these two, may have a very less death rates. And the breast cancer wave for the most common cancer diagnosed in women, 25.2% of all new cancer. This is the really sad part of this information. So the literature says about another way, the more than half of all cancer death due to lung and stomach, liver, colorectal and female breast cancer, the major death rate occurred. These happen in every year. Also, the healthy year of life lost was 169.3. This factor is related to burden of disease. Healthy years of life lost. So there are people living with some kind of diseases. So that is also another issue. And this explaining 18 to 50% of the total health year lost based on the previous information. Also it gives a very big burden, especially for this type of breast cancer. Breast cancer is also one of the reasons for having more HYL happening in the worldwide. See, further suggested female breast cancer, the incidence may increase 2% as per the projection for 2030. There are chances to increase 2% more. So it is in the improving trend. It is not declining trend. So how we are going to prevent, that is also another issue. So here the method we applied is decision tree, is one of the classification tools, and this procedure provides a validation tool for exploratory and confirmatory classification. So what I try to say is, this decision tree gives kind of a path. If I am following this pattern, I can improve my survival rate, or I can identify more death rate in which group. So that way this is useful. And also I used here the method which I am using here, chi-square automatic interaction detection procedure. There are two types of classification is there. One is classification and regression tree CART method. Another is CHAID. This is related to chi-square automatic interaction detections. So previous same approach was applied for tuberculosis data, which is in 2000 and odd cases. So I applied only classification and regression tree, which is very small group. So the CART is applicable and it is well suited for when we are having very limited cases. When we are dealing large amount of cases, the CART is not giving that kind of things. There are other literature says if you have a small tree, decision tree, that gives a very good model fitting. But here we arrived nearly 338 nodes. So it's amount of huge only. So according to the wave features as well as number of cases, it is, when compared to that one, it is quite a complicated one. And moreover, CHAD is applicable when we are dealing large amount of, according to the literature, dealing with a large amount of data, CHAD is ideal. Dealing with small amount of data, CART is ideal. We have two different reasons for we come across with the CART also, as well as we completed the CHAD work also. See, also the CHAD is suitable for categorical large data set, and it gives a better tree than compared to CART, particularly for large sample. So because of the sample size, I switch over CHAD. Also the features also is one of the important things that I used here for this one. And more on this one. And